We'll see if TikTok actually gets banned. I'm still skeptical on if it fully goes through. We'll see. But it is interesting to see how many people now versus like 3 years ago when people recognize like, hey, maybe we really don't want the government telling us what we can and can't access. Like that's kind of a bad thing and goes against like core beliefs. But now it's like, hey, this is a thing I don't like, so I actually don't mind if the government takes this out of my hands. It's very different. It's crazy how quickly people can flip to those things if they're given enough time and conditioning. TikTok ban is good. Too many people are slow because of it. I hate TikTok, but I hate, again, I already said this, I won't keep regurgitating it. I hate having something that we take for granted, some freedom to choose what we download and what we access being taken away. Well, if you make a concession on that, you'll continue to justify more concessions in the future. And if TikTok goes, you know all of that's just going to lead to people going to YouTube Shorts or Reels, which have the exact same problem as TikTok. TikTok has more unfiltered news than most news channel, more misinformation as well, but that's what you get with social media. Yeah, it's all social media. I'd say Facebook is actually the biggest proponent. Facebook has directly contributed to some absolutely atrocious things in the world through the misinformation that's been so prevalent on that platform for years, and there was actually a controversy where Facebook promoted it. At least to my knowledge, TikTok is just so big and so many people that it gets popular. Facebook itself actually promoted it. And yet we're not putting the crosshairs on Facebook for that. Thanks to Primecast, Resub Kaze. I saw that today, Leighton. I didn't even know who that character was. But yeah, I saw The Simpsons killed off Larry. Thanks to Membership Flex. And Emily. I don't know why they killed Larry. I don't watch Simpsons. I just saw the headline. I mean, I'll look at it and I'll see why they killed Larry, I guess. Larry the... Oh my god, he was there for 35 years. What a run. What a run. Simpson fans shocked as series kills off character after 36 years. He made his debut in Season 1 premiere. Simpsons roasting on an open fire. Wow. In 1989. In the latest episode, titled Cremains of the Day, characters were confronted with the death of Larry the Barfly, a familiar name to obsessives of the show. Larry could often be seen in scenes set in Moe's Tavern, the dive bar he frequented alongside more well-known Simpsons characters such as Homer's friends Lenny, Carl, and Barney. Cremains of the Day, the 765th episode of the series overall, revealed that Larry's full name was in fact Lawrence Dalrymple. The episode explored the aftermath of Larry's death as Homer and the gang at Moe's come to terms with the mysteries of their late friend's life. Larry died because he drank Prime. Yeah, Moe accidentally filled up his glass with Prime. There were no survivors. Has he ever said a line? Apparently, he was voiced by the guy who voiced like Mr. Burns and shit, according to this. Harry Shearer. Can't believe they killed off Larry Dimple on The Simpsons last night. One thing about the latest Simpsons episode is that all the jokes aside, Larry the Barfly's life is really fucking sad and tragic. Other fans, meanwhile, professed they were unaware of Larry's name before the episode, with one person writing, "I'm over 30 and younger than 40, been watching The Simpsons all my life, and just discovered the name of the guy that sits in the bar is named Larry." Huh. Hey, rest in peace. It was a good run. Which one's Larry? Is it this guy or this guy? Probably this guy. Oh no, this is the same guy twice. Cool. Double Larry. He's got a clone. Well, that's probably how they bring him back then. So he's basically Glup Shido. Yeah, he's kind of like Simpsons Glup Shido, except no one cheers. Yeah, no, it's this guy. It says right here that Larry is drawn twice in an animation error, so it's here and here. It's the same guy. Do people still watch The Simpsons and find it good? I don't know. It's generally agreed upon that The Simpsons is kind of bad, but I think people watch it just for comfort, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that, necessarily. Like, there's always going to be those shows that even if they're not good, you flip on, it's like, this feels good. I remember loving this show when I was younger, and it still elicits that nostalgic feeling. It's a new episode, it's kind of fun, so even if the show is not good, it's still cozy. I haven't played Roblox in a while. Kuko. There's a difference between giving your citizens freedom and giving your enemy access to manipulate your citizens, especially young citizens who are currently shouting death to America. You still talking about TikTok? Those same citizens shouting death to America are also learning it on Twitter and Facebook and YouTube. But I guess it's cool if it's like domestically taught to them as opposed to China. Like, it's a really weird line in the sand to draw, brother. And it's also, what do you mean giving your enemy access to manipulate your citizens? Do you think the government is your ally? Like, giving them your information is your patriotic duty and they're using it for just purposes? They're doing the same thing with it. It's just giving it to America versus giving it to China. And you've drawn the line at, well, I'm fine with the government abusing my data, but not China. But it's the same thing. Like, you can argue it all you want, man. If that's how you feel, that's fine. But you're basically, like, it's not a very good point. The CIA are the good guys. Yeah. The CIA likes me. The CIA looks out for my best interests. I get what you mean, but there's a clear difference. The difference is just who's collecting the data, America versus China. But that really doesn't matter because they're both doing the same things with it. Like, it really, like, I would rather be able to keep my individual freedom of choosing whether or not to download the Chinese spy app versus having the government say, Charlie, this is something that is forbidden from you. We have taken this away from you. Thanks to Resub Oak. The more we make these concessions on the things we take for granted with our freedom, the more and more they're going to be encroached upon. Again, this was a kind of normal, lukewarm, not like crazy take 3 or 4 years ago when this was first starting, but now so many people have been conditioned to be okay with giving up things, and it's pretty frustrating. It's pretty frustrating to see. Is LeBron the GOAT? Oh, don't ask me that. I've said this before, and people don't like this. I am a LeBron fan. I liked LeBron when I was, like, in middle school, playing basketball. I used to love watching LeBron, so I've always liked him. But he is not clutch. He is just not clutch. It hurts. It fucking hurts. Best clutch stats? Maybe, like, in the past. I can't remember the last time where I was like, yeah, the LeBron clutch. The dagger, there it is. Like, missing that fucking wide open three really hurt, and then he's immediately going on about the refs as if it was the refs' fault they blew a 20-point fucking lead. Like, of course they missed calls because the refs are corrupt. Like, we know that. Like, the refs are gonna miss calls. That's the modern NBA. It's embarrassing, but it is what it is. You still blew the 20-point lead. You blew the 20-point lead and you missed the dagger three. Like, come on, we can't just focus on the refs. There was a lot more that went awry. So I was pretty sad. I was actually sad. I am pulling for the Lakers. I think the Nuggets again win it all, but I am pulling for the Lakers. So seeing that was rough. I don't think they bounce back. I think this is going to end in a sweep for sure now. Lakers are trash. Yeah, unfortunately. Just not him. He is just not him. He's a prime YX. Resuppressing. Did you watch the end of the Knicks game? Yes, I did. That was a crazy sequence. It'd be hard to miss that. That was everywhere, all over Twitter. You have an e-safety commissioner who has the power to fine big platforms for allowing cyberbullying. Is that real in Australia? I'll have to ask Jackson about it. You have a cyberbullying fine? Thanks for the membership, Dan. And yeah, I know City Skyline 2 blew it. I'll look it up, sure. Let's see. According to the Simpsons wiki, Larry only spoke in 2 episodes ever. His only lines were, "Who's the chick?" "Woo," and "colleague." Wow. What a legacy. Thanks, Resub Bubble.